Welcome to the Detailing Down Under podcast, the place for everything auto detailing in Australia right now. Here's your host, Dale Guthrie.
G'day and welcome to the Detailing Down Under podcast. I'm your host, Dale Guthrie. So we're back, and you've probably been wondering where the hell I've been too. I thought I'd do a little post 2024 end of year sort of update and what's ahead as well into 25. Also, if you already don't know and haven't noticed that my audio is a little bit off at the moment, this probably explains and sums up my 2024 year. So I'm currently in my detailing studio, and it's nearly 11 o'clock, and I think what are we, nearly the 23rd of December. So finishing off a car, about to start coating it. A bit of a late one, but this pretty much sums up my year of what we've been doing and how busy I've been. And yeah, usually the first thing to lack um, when we are busy is the podcast, and that's the first thing to drop off. So I thought I'd do a bit of an update, what we've been doing, and what else has been going on and what's ahead. Just yeah. For those who already don't know, I do run a detailing business on the side, plus I do FIFO work as well. So um, bit of context around the FIFO and the flying, week on, week off. And I detail in between, but I think this year I'm nearly wrapped up. It'd be over 130 flights for the year. Plus, the ones I think that includes my holidays as well that I've had overseas and stuff. So yeah, I fly literally 3 times a week, and so that's one part of how busy I am. No, it's pretty hectic. Come home and detail, and then try and have a family life in between all that stuff as well. So I've created this. What would you say, shitstorm. Um, the podcast is the first thing that has to be culled and slow down, unfortunately, just for what I've got going on. But hopefully next year we'll kick into gear and hopefully produce some more episodes. So we've only done 13 for the year, I believe. I know it's not much, just over one a month, but we are every fortnight, and then we did have a winter break which coincided some holidays and stuff, so it was a bit hard. And part of that highlight that come out of that was the episode from Bali, so that was pretty cool to do that one. Finally get our first overseas one while I'm on holidays. I make the opportunity to do records if possible if I go to interesting locations. Bali was definitely that, and good eye opener for how they do it. And yeah, so if you haven't um listen to that one, check that one out. Red Car, um, detailing in Bali. So, um, and even our latest episode, with Ben, from BJP, that was a really good one. And yeah, looking ahead, we got a few lined up already. I've been chasing these Tasmania boys all year. No fault of theirs, probably a little bit on mine. We had one teed up, and then it was sort of some family stuff got in my way, and it was avoided that episode. So that sort of wasn't ideal, but that was sort of my doing, not theirs. I have had another company reach out as well, so I've got 2 episodes to do from Tasmania because we definitely haven't heard from them boys and girls either. So it's the only state missing from every other state and territory I've spoken to in Australia. So they're definitely not forgotten. So once we tee up some times with them guys, we'll get them on, and we can hear what's been going on down in Tasmania. So, which is really good. Um, but yeah, other than that, there's probably one other little major announcement on behalf of that of next year as well. So I felt that the podcast is sort of like I've started it with no background of how to interview anyone or anything. We just chat about detailing and stuff. So um, and I always hear different opinions from people that I talk to in quite often when I am coding, like I am. Put the headphones on, give people a call, see how they're like past guests and stuff. So they know who they are. I always give them a call when I'm not busy or making less noise. So as long as they're not busy either, we can have a chat. So it's pretty cool. I can chat to people like that in the industry still and past guests, and we just talk shit about what's going on and how busy they are and stuff like that. Um, so that's where I thought the episodes not have got stale, but um, I just thought it might need a bit of a boost and a bit of a helping hand to interview and stuff and to chat to people. So I'm going to have a co-host for yeah, for next year. So it's pretty exciting. I've we this guy's no stranger to the podcast, so he has been on before. Um, Pretty known in the industry as well. So we'll drop that one. Probably that'd be the first step early next year, so early 2025. So keeping your eye out for that one. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about that one. Even the co-host, he was pretty chuffed that I reached out and asked him if he'd be interested. So yeah, it's just it's I think like everyone gets sick of me, and it's good bouncing off other people in the episodes. So some of the episodes when we've had more than one guest on, it's always a good chat. Um, we all bounce off each other, and yeah, you can actually get some good content out of it. So yeah, pretty stoked with that one. So maybe some other little changes and part on what has been going on in trying to get guests, and shout out to Alex from the Detail Solutions podcast. I not long listened to his latest ep, and he has, and I do chat to him at times as well. So um it's quite interesting. He struggles with guests now after 4.5 years or something. So he's had a bit going on, and yeah, so his latest pod was quite interesting, listening to what he's up to. But I'm in the same boat. So we some weeks we do struggle for guests, some we don't. But the timing of episodes of when we record is a big one when I've got a family and stuff. And yeah, I created it. But I think the whole recording on a weekend, I know it's probably convenient for some guys and girls, and so I feel that we need to probably do more weekday ones in the morning or at night after work or something, um, just to align with everyone, and even with the co-host to throw that in there now. Something we've chatted about how we record and when we record. So I know that might put a few off on wanting to come on, but it's it's um it's just super hard. It literally would take half a day out of. I know a recording might go for an hour and a half or whatever, but by the time you organise your life around it, do the recording, post editing or whatever, um, and then play on with the family life, the rest of your weekend, you've literally lost half a day. So, and it might sound crazy, but it, yeah, for the people who have got a podcast, you probably understand, and people that do podcasting, it is a full-time job, and that is a full-time job for a reason, because yeah, you definitely need it as a full-time gig to run it weekly and yeah, keep up consistent content on top of that. So I think that's something we want to try and do and align with. Um, yeah, just the recording times. I know, and even like how I'm recording this one right now in my studio while I'm just prepping to code a car. that could be another thing too. We can chuck headphones on and as long as we're not polishing, you're still the audio could be still pretty good. So and it's a bit more raw as well. Like we're actually working, detailing, we're actually doing work, multitasking as they would call it. So yeah, it's just something I think we could probably work on. But if audio, yeah. But even still, next year I'm gonna have more time freed up from my mining gig, so I won't be away as much. So that's another big thing that we've been struggling with in my own business, detailing business here. We've been struggling. Customers are waiting 2 months to get in to get their car um, PPF'd or coded or whatever, because literally that PPF side of the business is absolutely blown up in my area, and I'm the one doing it all. So, of another reason why I was busy in, I think it was November. I went off and done some PPF training. So, I'm now an installer for Expel Australia. So that's been a big achievement this year as well. So we've got a new plotter. We've just set that up. So yeah, shout out to a few people, other Expel installers, especially certain one out of Sydney that gave me the little push that I needed. He knows who he is. Yeah, a few comments were made, and he's 100%. And we just needed that push to sort of, yeah, take that one step further and branch out just from bush wraps. So nothing wrong with the product or what they offer. It's just we're restricted with them with what they've got, and we're getting demands for other cars that bush wraps don't have. So it's only bigger and better for our business. So that's sort of been another thing that's been holding me up during the year, and what we've been working on in the background. So and just working on other cars and trying to get better installs with my PPF. So definitely no expert, but we're the Expel training was amazing, and I learnt absolute shit ton out of that, and it was awesome. So yeah, so yeah. Other than that, that's us. So we'll we'll have the co-host on first episode next year in 2025. We'll chat about what's going on, what's coming up for the year, and just general detailing chat. So, but other than that, I didn't want to brag on too much, but I've been saying to a few people I do chat to during when I do work that I need to do. I wanted to do this update mainly for you guys, to say, yep, I'm still here, believe it or not. So, yeah, it's been good. People have been touching in, going, "What's going on? What's wrong with the pod?" So nothing wrong with it. It's just, yeah, it's a struggle. And I know there's a few out there that said they were doing podcasts this year, and I can't say I've seen one from them. And I think there's a reason why, because it's not that easy, and everyone wants the content and the guests of the dream guests that they all wish I could get on, but it's there's a lot of work that goes in the background to get guests on and a long time. So which is I always harp on massively about it, but it is the truth, and it's probably the reason why no one else has been doing it, because it is a lot of work, believe it or not, with all the other work I do. So it's hectic. But enough out of me, and yeah, we'll chat soon into 2025, and hope you all have a good Merry Christmas and a good break. I know a few of you are having a bit of time off and stuff, which is awesome. Enjoy the family time and a few beers over the Christmas New Year break, and have a good New Year. And yeah, hope you all have a massive 2025. So I know a lot of people are still busy. People are still spending money, but in some areas it is probably tough. So, but for those smashing it, yeah, make hay while the sun shines, pretty much. So hook in and bring on 2025. Cheers, guys.
That was another episode of the Detailing Down Under podcast. Subscribe now for everything auto detailing in Australia.